There's a lot more that we have cut out of the video. If certain things do happen, I'll just announce it right here. We have 2 other videos to be released if certain things do take place. And it's just going to be a whole, nobody knew this footage even existed from the tow truck driver, but we have the full uncut, raw, complete interview with him, as well as his girlfriend, who is a nurse. They are credible, stand-up people. They tracked us down. It was, the rolling billboard of AWP, and just seeing us pulling off of the interstate at Best Buy that first night that we got in town. We didn't track them down. It was just they saw us, just a chance encounter, and they tracked us down, and we had the interview with them. Wow. Which is why we ended up over there at Boca instead of over at Prosser to begin with. Had we ended up on Prosser based upon our normal search and the way that we do things of where were they last seen, what was the last cell phone ping, we would have been right there, and we would have, on day 1 versus day 2. So
if you watched any AWP videos prior to their recovery of Kylie Rodney, then you're probably aware of their formula. Each video normally includes an interview with family members of the person who they're searching for. We learned when Sam the Adventure Man parted ways with Jared that during these family interviews, he expects his videographers to achieve a money shot. This normally involves taping the raw grief of a family member, creating something that can be used to sell the video to viewers. In Kylie's case, we know that there was a media wall around Kylie's immediate family. Jared wasn't going to get his money shot that way. So, is it possible that they organised Nick as a substitute to the usual family interview and money shot? The problem with this scenario, however, is this. AWP is run as a business. Despite Doug's claims that they would stay until they had covered every waterway in the area, this wasn't going to happen. AWP uses a formula where they maximise profits by creating a steady flow of videos. If you've followed them in the past, you'll know that their policy is not to stay at a location until their target is found, but to put in a number of days and then move on to their next case regardless of the outcome. Lingering on a case means losing money. So, if they were going to create their own addition to the narrative, they wouldn't do so by using a story that would effectively put them a day behind while they focused on a location other than their target area. Was Nick sent to steer AWP away from Prosser to perhaps buy time for certain individuals? This also seems unlikely. The delay was only 1 day, meaning that if, as speculated, people were trying to buy more time, then logically this would have meant that the car could only have been put in the reservoir the night before AWP found it. This isn't likely. Firstly, when it came to the early morning balloon rides, the car would have only been in the water for less than 12 hours. Surely it would have taken longer than that for the sediment to resettle once the car was in position. I would expect there to be some difference in water clarity. Then there's Doug's observation when the vehicle was spotted on sonar, that there was already some build-up of sediment on the car, as well as Nick's observation that he wiped one of the car windows whilst under the water, trying to see into the vehicle. Had the car been in the reservoir for less than 24 hours at that time, I don't believe that it would be possible for there to be already a build-up of sediment or for windows to have become difficult to see through. Maybe Nick was inserted into the case for another reason, or maybe he truly was legitimate. Perhaps that interview with his girlfriend could offer some clarification.